Tonight on Thursday Night Primetime, rivals collide in the desert. What a way to kick off Week 4. It's the Seahawks and Cardinals in the NFC West, and it comes your way next.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It is the first game of the NFL Rivalries program for 2025. Seahawks and Cardinals underway from State Farm Stadium. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Beck. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A nice throw from the rookie out of Miami, and it's going to be good for a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Beck. That's taken in by Duvernay. And a run past midfield just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Pretty good start right off the bat there with throws 1 and 2.
He's not locking in on just one target early, is he? Spreading it around a little bit as this game gets started.
Back-to-back first downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Beck. That is caught downfield by Harrison. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, you look at these two teams, rivals in the NFC West. It's been the Seahawks who have had the upper hand. They've won 7 in a row in this series. It's a rivalry that was born in 2002 when both teams joined the NFC West. Since then, a lot of great players have taken part in these matchups. You think about the Cardinals, Kurt Warner, Larry Fitzgerald, Anquan Bolden, and then, of course, the Seahawks in the 2010s, the Legion of Boom era, and their victory in Super Bowl 48.
Ready, set. Go.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. And this defense for the Cardinals, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Back to Mixon on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. You look at this Arizona defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Come on. Ready.
Mixon running wide side. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
19 Tiger. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Off play action. Beck. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On 1st down, here's Love. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Cardinals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
2nd and 15. Oh, that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Shaheed going to go in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Beck. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The draw, this is Love. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Benson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, and the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission. Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. They'll run again with Love on first down. They'll get this up to about the 44. I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Back. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
16 yards.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a give running right is Love. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready? Cougar 19. Let's go.
Back to throw. Beck. Able to get this with the McBride. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Let's go now.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Control the line of scrimmage. Control it.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Go. That's your man. That's your man. Get up.
Operating from the gun. Back to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Chad Ryland on for the Arizona Bengals.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And it's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
That's taken in by Arroyo. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Ready, set. Ready. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
Looking to throw. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion to prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain still a yards to go, though. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth.
Let's go now.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. An audible here to get a new look. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35.
Off play action. Beck. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Looking to throw. Beck. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
A loss of 12 brings up 3rd down.
A final shot before break. Beck. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 9 now. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Mixon running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 15.
That was a sick play. I ain't never seen that before.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Okay, ready? Red. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll set up to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 48 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Here now, 3rd and a yard. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Beck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. That's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That was pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second down and 8.
19, go!
Straight ahead running. Here's Love. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Benson.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 10, 79, 18, stop roll 18. Got it.
Operating from the gun. Beck. And it's caught.
And the Cardinals are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
17 yards.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday night prime time.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the fourth. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Back to throw. Beck. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Elijah Higgins,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Seahawks 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Back out is the kicker Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Ready? 70 Lions. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw here. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
19.
Throwing to start the drive. Beck. That's complete to McBride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Off play action. Beck. This will be caught at about the 5. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready? Let's go.
Going to give it to Love. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
35. Seahawks 7. Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Walter Nolan able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this one is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone.
He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
It's a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll hand it off. It's Love. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
That is caught. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They turn to Love on the handoff. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Here's 2nd and 7.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
27 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
19 Lions. Ready.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
And the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
18 Cardinals.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's over the middle, taken in by Horton. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll set up the screen here to mix it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Love again. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down and 1. Off the play fake. Beck. He's got his target. That's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Cards, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they're going to fall to 3-1.